plan training. Now, one thing is very important, guys. I need you all to make sure you're taking notes throughout this training. The reason why I say that is because there is going to be a lot of information. Some of you guys may have been in the company for a little while and you think you may know the compensation plan, but there might be some things that you probably, don't know yet, and things that you could learn for the first time. So please make sure you guys take notes throughout this call. For those of you guys who don't know, my name is Asim Mirza. I'm the VP of Sales for Solmax Group, and my job today is very simple: to share the compensation plan with you guys, to show you how you make money with us, and all the different incomes broken down into every little detail possible to make things very clear for all of you guys. So we're going to get started now. And for the members that are joining, so the chat room has been the waiting room has been disabled so people can join. Okay, let's get started. Now, the first thing that I want to talk to you guys about is becoming an independent marketer with Solmax Group. So what does independent marketer mean? It just means that you have the ability to be a part of the Solmax Group compensation plan. So becoming an IMP with Solmax Group will give you the opportunity to earn from our amazing compensation plan. You also have access to 4 incomes and rewards as well. And of course, you'll be able to access live events and trainings, all hosted by Solmax Group. And the best part about all of this is that you get to build a business for members from all around the world, which in my opinion, I think is amazing. It's a great chance for you to meet new people, get to build relationships, build your network, something that would definitely be of value in the future to you. So becoming an independent marketing partner is very important. And every one of you guys in the call right now, everyone who's building with Solmax Group is the independent marketing partner of Solmax Group as well. So now what we're going to start doing is breaking down the different incomes that we have and how the incomes work, and also giving you guys some examples on how you can possibly get paid from these incomes too. Now, the first one we're going to talk about is direct bonus. Okay, now this is probably the most easiest income we have. The reason why is because you get 10% direct bonus for any package. And the good thing about that is that you don't even need a package yourself to earn this income. Now, this is the only income that you can earn with us without having a package. So if you know someone who at the moment might not have the funds to invest into, our projects right now, invest into our company, they can still join today for free and start using this income to promote the business, start sharing the business, and they can use this income to make money, and then they can use that money to either buy more shares in the company or even withdraw it for themselves as well. It's completely up to them. There's no cap on this income as well, guys. So it doesn't matter what is the size of the deal you close, what is the size of the package, you will always receive your 10% direct bonus. And the best thing is that it gets paid out instantly. So you will get paid as soon as the company has processed the payment. You will get paid there and then on the spot into your company cash account, and you can click withdrawal. And for those of you guys who don't know how to do all of those things, we actually have a video on the back office training, which I've shared in the IMP Telegram channel. So please make sure you guys check that out as well. And this will also be posted there later on. So just a quick example on the 10% direct bonus. If I was to sell a package for £5,000, my commission payout would be £500. So it's very simple, very easy to understand. And this is one income. It doesn't matter, like I said before, if you have a package or not, this is something you can earn with us from the get-go. Now what we're going to do is talk about a team bonus. So this is one income that people have questions about, and I'm going to go into detail explaining this to you guys as well. So the team bonus gets paid out every Monday morning. So every Monday morning we do every Thursday we do the calculations, and every Monday morning we do the payouts. All members have 2 lines. So every single member in the company who's building with us has 2 lines, a left team and a right team. Okay, now bear that in mind, because that's going to be very important moving on down the line. So that's going to be very important, left and your right team. And we pay you 10% on your weaker line volume. So I'm going to give you an example now on how that actually works. So this is an example. So let's say the left team does 100,000 in volume and the right team does 50,000 in volume. You're going to get paid 10% on the 50,000, which is £5,000 as your commission. Now, why do you get paid on the 50,000 and not the 100,000? Well, the way we've set up our compensation plan is to make sure that we're paying you on the weaker side every single week. That way, you know where you need to work, who you need to work with, and also gives you a chance to carry on that volume as well. And this is something that people are often confused about. What do we mean by carry on the volume? So as you guys can see in this previous slide, we had 100,000 in your left team and in your right team you had 50,000. Now all you do, once you've been paid out, the company will subtract the 50,000 from the 100,000, and that will mean in your left team you will have 50,000 volume left, and in your right team it goes back to zero, so you have no volume in that leg. And that gives you a chance again to start building on your right team, meaning even if your volume goes to, let's say, 25,000 on your right team, you still have 50,000 on your left side and 25,000 on your right side. So this is one thing that is very important that you guys need to know, that as soon as your bonus has been paid to you, we subtract the total volume from each other, and whatever is remaining will be carried over into the next week. So as you guys can see from this example, again, I'll show you from before, we had 100,000 in the left team and we had 50,000 in the right team. Once you've been paid your commission, the £5,000 you've been paid, then the right team goes to zero and the left team goes to 50,000. So that is the case for every single individual in the business, every single scenario. It doesn't matter how much volume you have in your left or your right team. This is a carryover process, will always work like this. Now let's talk about the matching bonus, because there's a lot of people who ask me specifically to talk about this income alone, the matching bonus, how it works, and how you guys can actually make money on it, and what is the detailed version of the matching bonus to make money from. So matching bonus simply means you get to earn a percentage of your team's earnings. Now, one thing I just want to clarify, because a lot of people get this confused, this doesn't mean that we're going to take money away from your team members and give it to you. That's not what this means at all. That means that whatever your team member has earned, we will match a specific percentage of that and give it to you as an extra bonus. Okay, so it doesn't get taken out of your team's income. They still make everything that they are receiving. This is an additional bonus that the company gives to you for you to earn from. Now, how do you qualify for matching bonus? This is very, very important, guys. A lot of people need to know this process so you can understand why being matching bonus qualified is important. So to become matching bonus qualified, it is very simple. You yourself need to have a minimum of an executive package. You cannot qualify for matching bonus income if you do not have an executive package at the bare minimum. And then what you also need to make sure is that someone in your left team has an executive package that you have directly signed up, and someone in your right team that you have also directly signed up that has an executive package. Now, where they are in the tree, it does not matter. But as long as there's one person on your left team and one person on your right team that you have directly signed up and they have purchased an executive package, then you will become matching bonus qualified. And as soon as your structure looks like this, you are now matching bonus qualified on the level 1. So meaning if you have an executive package, you can only earn matching bonus on one level. So you'll be able to earn 20% on your level 1. Now, I'm going to give you guys an example after this as well on how these incomes will actually look. But let me tell you about all of the incomes that we have with the matching bonus as well. So once you got the executive package, like I said, you only earn from one level. But if you upgrade to the premium package, now you can earn from 2 levels. So on level 1, you get 20%, and on level 2, you get 15%. And of course, if you upgrade again after that to the professional package, on level 1, you get 20%, on level 2, you get 15%, and level 3, you'll get 10%. And then last but not least, we have the elite package, where you have 4 levels of matching bonus that we give you on 4 different levels. So level 1, 20%, level 2, 15%, level 3, 10%, and level 4 is 5%. Now, this is why I highly urge everyone to go for the elite package at some point, even if you have to, start off on an executive package, but eventually work your way up to an elite package. The reason why is because you get to unlock 4 levels of matching bonus, which is truly amazing when you think about how much money you can actually make. So let's talk about how much money you can actually make from this matching bonus. So now, what does that mean? That means someone that you have directly signed up who's on your level 1. Okay. Now, before I continue, actually, let me just make this bit easier to understand as well. What do I mean by level 1? Okay. So let's say my name is Asim and I go and sign up someone named John. Okay. Now, because I directly signed up John, that makes John my level 1. Okay. Now, if John goes and decides to sign up Bob, then Bob becomes my level 2 and he becomes John's level 1. All right. I hope you guys are with me on that. I'm actually going to get a whiteboard in a minute to kind of break it down for you guys afterwards as well. But I hope that makes sense. So anyone that I directly sign will be my level 1. And anyone that they directly sign from there will be my level 2 and their level 1. Okay, so in this scenario, let's say I have an elite package and my level 1 representative makes £10,000 this week. Okay, now because he's on my level 1 and I have an elite package, I'm actually going to get paid 20% matching bonus, meaning that I will get £2,000 paid out to me as well. Now, like I said before, this £2,000 doesn't get taken out of my level 1 reps income. This is actually a separate bonus that the company pays you. Now, let's say my level 2 rep also makes, £10,000. Now I get 15% payout, which is £1,500, and it continues from there. Level 3 rep makes £10,000. That's a 10% payout, which is £1,000, and level 4 rep makes £10,000, which is a 5% payout, £500. Now, I want you guys to think about it like this, right? This is just one example I'm giving you. Imagine if you had just one person on each level that you're making this much money from. Imagine if you increase that to 5 people on level 1, 5 people on level 2, 5 people on level 3, and 5 people on level 4. The amount of money that you can make for yourself just off this income alone is truly amazing. So once again, I just want to highlight that, and I just want to cover that if you have an elite package, you have access to all 4 levels of matching bonus income. So let's continue on from there. Now we're going to go into the I-100 bonus and the daily payouts. Now, there are a lot of questions being asked about this because people, are a little bit confused on how this actually works. So I'm going to break it down for you guys. I'm going to give you a full example, and I'm going to let you know some terms and conditions as well that we have with this bonus. That is very, very important to know, and hopefully this will clear up a lot of misinformation that's out there about this bonus. So I'm going to use the premium package as an example, okay? I'm going to use the premium package because it's a very simple package to use, and it's the most commonly purchased package that we have in the company as well. So £1,000 we have there. Now, the daily payout is 1%, okay? So that means you're going to get £10 for 200 days, all right? So once again, I'm going to highlight that. You buy a premium package and you choose to receive your I-100 bonus daily. That means you're going to get 1%, which is £10 for 200 days. Okay, so off this £10 now, guys, £7.50, so 75% of this £10 is going to go into your open account, and 25%, £2.50, is going to go into your savings account. So it doesn't matter what package you buy, always, no matter what you're making on a daily basis, your 1%, 75% of that will go into your open account and 25% will go into your savings account. Okay, now after 200 days, your open account will have £1,500 in there and your savings account will have £500 in there. Okay, and one thing I just want to clarify, anything in your open account, guys, those STOs, you can actually trade them on our internal exchange and you can profit with that every single day as well. So as you guys can see right here alone, so just off my initial investment, which was 1,000, the package that I bought, the premium package, that 1,000 STOs, after 200 days in my open account alone, meaning that these are STOs that I can sell as well, I'll be able to make £1,500 in profit. So I made the money back for my package and £500 on top. Then I get the money in my savings account as well, because like I said, 25% also goes into your savings account, and that you cannot sell until we go listed on a public exchange in March 2021. So I hope that makes sense for you guys. You can actually work it out with different packages. It's just working out the numbers, and I'll be sharing the slide with you guys afterwards as well that shows you each package, how much you make a day, for what is the percentage you make a day, and how much goes into your open and savings account as well. Now, there is more to this, guys, okay? So there's a couple of things that people need to understand, because I know it says on our presentation slides that we can make up to 2%, okay? Now, the only way you can make up to 2% is if you decide to get 3 sponsors. And I'm going to break down the actual terms and conditions of getting these 3 sponsors as well, okay? So the opportunity you have to get your 3 sponsors starts from 14 days from when your package is activated. So you might have signed up like 2 weeks ago, but if your package gets activated today, that's when your 14 days start to get people involved in the business, especially to earn your 2% a day, okay? And your I-100 bonus is only valid on the original package that you bought. So let me give you guys an example, okay? Let's say I start today with a £1,000 package, okay? And a lot of you guys will be able to relate to this. Let's say I start today on a £1,000 package. I'm getting paid 1% for 200 days, okay? Now, tomorrow, I bring 3 people into the business, okay? Now, because it's within my 14 days, I have now qualified to make up to 2%, and it's not going to get paid out to me in 200 days. It actually gets paid out to me in 100 days. So it's the exact same amount of money that you would make, but it's actually in a shorter period of time. Okay, now because I'm now getting paid 2% on my original package, which is £1,000, if I upgrade my package from £1,000 to £5,000, I am not going to get paid my 2% on the new package. I'm only going to get paid my 2% on the original package that I bought, which was the 1,000 package. Does that make sense? I hope you guys are with me so far, and I'll be sharing more examples of this to kind of make it a bit easier to understand as well. We're actually releasing a document this week as well, which highlights the entire, I-100 bonus as well. So I hope that makes it clear that you only receive your I-100 bonus on the original package that you have bought. So you have 14 days from the day your package gets activated to get 3 sponsors, and that way you'll be able to earn 2% daily for 100 days. So it's the same amount of income if you were making 1% for 200 days, the exact same thing, but it just gets paid out to you in a much, much shorter period of time. Now, the next income I want to talk to you guys is the 100% extra. So as you guys know, when you actually buy a package, you have 2 options with us, okay? Now, you can either choose to take the 1% option that I just showed you guys, or the second option you have is to take 100% extra ETS, which is very, very important, and I'm going to tell you guys why. Because it's very important that you guys understand the difference between the two as well, okay? So you have the option to lock your STOs in for 12 months to receive an additional 100% on your original package. So what do I mean by that, okay? So let's say I invest £1,000 today and I decide to lock my shares in for 12 months. Now, I'm not gonna get STOs for £1,000, I'm actually going to get STOs for £2,000 because I'm getting 100% given to me from the company as well. So whatever I put in, the company will match that 100%. So if I'm buying £1,000 worth of STOs, the company is actually going to give me £2,000 worth of STOs. And here's a quick example for that. So the example is I have a premium package with £1,000. If 100% extra is selected, member will receive £2,000 worth of STOs, okay? And I just want to make that clear for you guys. Now I'm going to give you guys a comparison between the two. Which one do you think will be better for you? I'm going to explain that to you guys right now. So let's say if you go for the 1% option, okay, the I-100 bonus. Now, in your open account, you're going to have £1,500 by the end of your 200 days. In your savings account, you're going to have £500. So the savings account, and this example only works once we go public, okay? I'm just giving you guys an example of March 2021. Once we get public, you know, how you're going to make money on the 2 different options. So like I said, your savings account, you can actually sell those shares once you get listed public. And I'm going to use 30 pence as an example for this, for this particular comparison right here. So what you do is you divide the £500 by 30 pence, which will give you 1,666 STOs. Okay, so you times that by 6, which gives you £10,000. Plus the 1,500 that you also have in your open account. So as a total, you will make £11,500 when the company gets listed on a public exchange through the I-100 bonus, okay? It's the same package, the £1,000 package. You will actually make a profit of £11,500 by the time the company gets listed on a public exchange. Now let me compare that to the fact that if you chose to keep your STOs and you got £100,000 worth of shares, so you divide £2,000 divided by 0.30, which is 30 pence, the price that I'm using for this example, that will give you 6,666 STOs in the company. And you simply times that by 6, which is the projected share price for us once we do get listed public, and that gives you a total of £40,000. So I hope you guys can see the difference, and the reason why people are picking the 100% extra option is because there's a bigger return once the company gets listed public. But if you're someone who's looking to make an income on a daily basis starting today, if you're looking to make money, if you need some sort of income starting today, then of course the I-100 bonus is a good option for you as well. But the reason why a majority of the people who join Solmax Group choose the 100% extra option is because that way you have locked in, twice as many shares, and your payout is a lot bigger once the company gets listed public. And that's actually the main motive of the business as well. That's what we're actually trying to do. The I-100 bonus we introduced to help you guys out if you needed the money on a daily basis, but the actual main income or the main funding that you guys will be receiving will be from the 100% extra option if you do decide to go with that route. Now, let's go into the leadership ranks. Okay, this is again very, very important because a lot of you guys have questions on leadership ranks, how you maintain your ranks, how you hit ranks, all of that. I'm going to answer all of those questions for you guys right now. Okay, so there's three key elements you guys need to remember when it comes to leadership ranks. Okay, one of them is total volume. So total volume means the total of your left and right team volume from the day you activated your package. All right, so if my package was activated today, from today onwards, the total volume for my left and my right team will count as my total volume. Then we have week line volume. So the week line volume is your last 4 weeks of paying leg volume. Now, if you guys are, this is the one thing that confuses the most people, is the week aligned volume. So just bear with me on the next slide. I'm actually going to give you an example on how this works. And then of course we have team qualifications as well. So there's required ranks for members in your team to hit for you to hit your next rank. All right. So again, I'm going to quickly go over this. So the key elements are your total volume, which is a total of your left and right team volume from the day you activate your package, your week aligned volume, which is the last 4 weeks of volume from your paying leg, and of course team qualifications, which are required ranks for members in your team to hit to help you excel on the leadership ranks as well. All right, so these are 3 things that are very important to remember. Now, when it comes to leadership ranks, and everyone talks about the paying leg volume or the week aligned volume, what do you mean by 4 weeks? You have to maintain it. I'm going to make that easy for you guys. Okay, so let's say it's the beginning of the month. It's a brand new start. It's the first of the month. What I'm going to do is I'm going to separate the weeks. Okay, so from the 1st to the 7th, that's week 1. From 8 to the 14th, that's week 2. From 15 to the 21, that's week 3. And from the 22nd to the 28th, that's week 4. Okay, now, all of your volume that you accumulate within these first 4 weeks is what is going to count towards your rank. Okay. Now, what's going to happen when, it starts from the 29th to the 5th? So the 29th to the 5th means that now the original week 1 gets cancelled out. So this no longer counts. So all the volume you had on week 1 originally is gone. And now the 8th or the 14th becomes your week 1, 15th to the 21 becomes your week 2, 22 to the 28th becomes your week 3, and the 29th to the 5th becomes your week 4. And just like that, it continues. So that's how the company monitors your last 4 weeks of volume. So you have to maintain a specific amount of volume to hit your ranks, and this is the process of how to do it. So I hope this kind of clarifies for you guys as well on what we actually accomplished by this as well. So again, I'm just going to quickly rephrase it in a slightly different way. So once your week 4 is over, so 4 weeks are over, when the week starts again, although you can call it the month or the week, whatever you want, starts again, then that means the original week 1 gets cancelled out, and then week 2 becomes week 1, week 3 becomes week 2, and week 4 becomes week 3, and then the new week becomes the week 4 as well. So I hope this kind of makes sense, guys. This is very, very important to understand. So those of you guys who are asking about leadership ranks, I just got a message from one of our top leaders. But yeah, so I hope that makes sense for you guys to understand, because this is very, very important when it comes to leadership rank. So if you're wondering why your volume is dropping, it's not because your volume is dropping, it's just disappearing into thin air. It's actually just your last 4 weeks of volume, which is being calculated. So in the last 4 weeks, if your sales are down, your volume will also come down as well. But if your sales are up, your volume will continue to stay up as well. So a quick example of that. Okay, let's talk about some ranks. So qualified broker. Now, as you guys can see, for qualified broker, there is no position requirement, meaning you do not actually have to help anyone in your team hit any ranks. You can do this all by yourself. All right. Now, you need to maintain a volume in your week line. So the last 4 weeks need to be maintained on 400. Okay, which is very simple to do to hit the rank of qualified broker. So every 4 weeks, you need to make sure you have 400 volume in your week line. And then we have your total volume, which actually starts from the day you activate your package. This also includes your week line volume as well. All right. So once you've qualified for this, so your total volume is 4,000 and your week line volume for the last 4 weeks is 400, and you have a basic package yourself, you are becoming a qualified broker. And the good thing is, once you become a qualified broker, it's actually a lot easier to maintain your ranks as well, as it's very easy to help members in your team also do something that you have just done. Like if I've just become qualified broker, it's actually a lot simpler for me to share with my team how to become qualified broker as well. Now, let's look at a bit of a bigger rank. We have National Director, you know, which one of our great leaders, Mr. Abbasi from Dubai, has managed to hit this rank, and I cannot wait for him to receive, you know, his company Mercedes as well. But I'm going to share with you guys now how you can hit this rank. So in order for you to hit National Director, as you guys can see, we have a position requirement, okay? The position requirement is Senior Director, and the number of positions, as you guys can see next to it, is how many Senior Directors you need in your team for you to become a National Director. All right. So once again, I'm going to quickly say that just so you guys can catch it again. So position requirements, you can see it says Senior Director, and the number of positions, it says 3. So you need 3 Senior Directors in your team for you to become a National Director. But it's not just that. You also need to maintain a weekline volume. So for the last 4 weeks, you need to maintain 400,000, and your total volume from the day you activate your package needs to be 1 million. And of course, the packaging to have yourself needs to be elite. Once all of these boxes are ticked, you will then become a National Director, and you'll be able to maintain your ranks every 4 weeks and making sure that you're keeping up with the volume and keeping up with your team's progress as well. Now, every compensation plan, guys, well, all of the good compensation plans always have a 4-week backup. So that's why we actually calculate the weekline volume every 4 weeks, because that way it's actually, you know, is easy to separate those who are putting in the work compared to those who are not, because we have a binary compensation plan, guys. That means just if you happen to be placed in the right place, you can make a lot of money. But this business, one thing that I like about it is equal to all, it's fair to all. If you are willing to put in the work, you will be rewarded, you will get paid. If you're not willing to put in the work, you will not make money. It's just like any other business, guys. It depends on the effort that you are willing to put in.